New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Do you think this is a girl? No! Let them know! Let them know irritation! Let them know! Let them know irritation! We need a revolution!
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
This looks different.
It is. See for yourself.
Okay, so it's a photo.
Look closer. Photos within photos.
What about video?
8K video. Beyond cinema quality.
So...
You can pull portrait quality photos straight from video.
But will it last the whole trip?
Battery for the whole trip and the way back.
This is different.
Told you.
Baby shark, Have you seen this beautiful place?
Mommy, what is Welcome to Garden of Joy?
Buy a value-added plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road that has solar street lights, elevated water tank, and guaranteed security. Deposit 700,000 and get 16K and your Istanbuzi is sorted. Call us on 0790 300 300.
What is family? Family is a solid foundation to build on and a strong pillar to lean on. It is believing in each one of us for the betterment of all of us. Family is working together today to win together tomorrow. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. It is knowing we are valued, respected, understood, and most of all, supported. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku. Pata offers zote mahali pamoja ili uongeze zaidi, utume SMS zaidi na ubrowse zaidi.
Wewe usijali. Tuma namba ya kila supplier kwa hiyo soko. Ndio nitaongea na kila mmoja wao.
Very good. Piga *444 asi utunukiwe Credo double.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Kenya Revenue Authority informs all digital platform owners and their subsidiaries that provide digital services and derive income from the digital marketplace in Kenya. From 1st January 2021, Kenya Revenue Authority informs you that you are liable for digital service tax applicable only to digital services and not goods traded online at the rate of 1.5% of the gross transaction value. To register and pay, log on to itax.kra.go.ke. For more information, visit www.kra.go.ke. Tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Boma Mabati makes your roof strong and appealing. It comes with a choice of various designs: Boma Box, Boma Tile, Boma Vase in matte or glossy finish in various colors. Boma Mabati is quality, cost-friendly and KEBS certified. To place your order and enjoy free delivery, reach us on 0723 999981 or 0724 114411 or the details on your screen. Boma Mabati, Mabati ya kila boma.
This is NTV.
It's 3 minutes to the top of the hour. It's better to start early, so let's get right into it. NTV Tonight starts now. Tonight, a new dawn of exposing the skeletons in NASA's closet.
Tulikuwa tunaweka break tukisema tunataka watu wapate fikira wajue kwamba Kenya inataka haki.
Raila Odinga is trading jabs with his former allies, and his party is having troubles at the coast.
Kama ni noma, noma. Kama ni mbaya, mbaya.
Plus, from defending the 2010 Constitution, the professor is professing a different gospel, that of the BBI.
Walisema kwamba wanataka assembly ipitishe BBI. Kwa hivyo mimi ninakubali demokrasia.
Martha Karua says the Linda Katiba campaign continues despite Kivutha Kibwana's change in tune. Also tonight, students drank sanitizer and it ended tragically.
Mmoja akapelekwa hospitali na baadaye hapo kasikia huyo mwenye alipelekwa hospitali akafa. Sasa saa hii hata sioni hata. Na nashangaa hata sijui nitaenda kufanya aje exam.
And 2 suspected terrorists arrested in Isiolo. A gun, grenades, and a round of ammunition recovered. But some suspects are still on the run.
Tuweza kunasa gari moja na ile ingine hatungeweza kushika namba yake kwa sababu ilienda kwa mwendo ya kazi.
NTV Tonight with Mark Masai.
Thank you for joining us on the top bulletin in town. I'm not alone. I'm with David Agondo on the sign language interpretation, backed by a full team. And this is going to be a politically heavy first part of the bulletin, as there were some jabs being exchanged, of course, by way of statements between the National Rainbow Alliance, or rather the National Super Alliance, the principals earlier today, with their lieutenants also fighting and taking some blows for their colonels or their generals. And specifically, we're talking about Kalonzo Musyoka, the Wiper leader, and ODM leader Raila Odinga. It is now turning out to be an all-out war between the NASA principals Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka. as they aim for each other's jugular in the race to prove who is a political heir to the throne. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka now says ODM leader Raila Odinga's political time is up. On his part, Raila holds Kalonzo and his other NASA leaders and saying that they need him more than he needs them. Beg your pardon. NTV's senior political affairs reporter is working on this and other political developments of the day. And as you remember, of course, as it is said in politics, nothing is definitely permanent. So in terms of friendships or foes, things can fall apart, and it seems their formations are being made ahead of 2022. And Kennedy Mureithi is on top of things.
It is said there are no permanent friends or foes in politics, and this is definitely not one of the most cordial periods between ODM leader Raila Odinga and Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka. Strongly worded statements exchanged today between the two leaders betray what could have been a forced marriage of the National Super Alliance. Twice, Kalonzo and Raila ran on the same ticket for the country's presidency, but today the gloves were off and fists clenched and pointed at each other. It all started with a request for endorsement from Kalonzo, Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula to Raila Odinga. But when he said no, things fell apart. Kalonzo even bringing to the fore the 2017 mock swearing in and the complexities around it.
How would I have participated in a mock, illegal, unconstitutional oath? How? I would have disqualified myself. Because lawyers and all of us swear to uphold constitutionalism. And right from the word go, even when I was in Germany with my sick wife, I told Raila I cannot participate in an illegal oath.
But that statement on Sunday set in motion a series of attacks that saw Raila post on his Twitter page the willingness of Kalonzo to also take an oath after he did.
Tulikuwa tumepigiana simu, tukutane na Raila na Wetangula na Mudavadi, tuelewane vile tunaenda Uhuru Park. Lakini hatukufika. Sisi, mimi na Wetangula na Mudavadi kwa sababu hatukuwa na bodyguard, tukajipata kwamba tumezuiliwa kwa chumba kimoja. Na hayo ndio ambayo ilifanyika. Kwa kifupi, mimi niko tayari vile ndugu Raila alisema, wakati unaofaa tukikubaliana tuende tupate kiapo.
In the same video, Raila reminds Mudavadi of his endorsement of the swearing in.
Break pad imekwisha, break imefanya nini? Break imefanya nini? Kwa sababu tulikuwa tunaweka break tukisema tunataka watu wapate fikira, wajue kwamba Kenya inataka haki.
An otherwise diplomatic and seemingly spineless Kalonzo held no punches, terming Raila as a spent force. He says in the statement, unbeknown to Honorable Odinga and his cohorts, however, is the fact that time has run out for the ODM leader. Having expended his last bullet in 2017, the aging politician faces a political Waterloo of monstrous proportions, whereupon firing of blanks will not help to boost his dwindling political fortunes. He continues, what has been escaping his mind, however, is the fact that this so-called national popularity has mainly been emanating from the goodwill and support of regional kingpins who have been coalescing around him, believing he can be trusted. Sadly for Honorable Odinga, every political coalition he has crafted has been collapsing immediately after each election cycle, with fingers pointing at Honorable Odinga as the offender. Things will never be the same for Honorable Odinga. At the moment, he has earned the moniker of Mr. Dishonest. In a statement, ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna told off the trio of Mudavadi, Kalonzo and Wetangula to forget Raila's endorsement, arguing they needed him more than he needs them. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.
That's not all. Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho seems to be running solo in his presidential campaign, emerging from the coastal region, or at least his presidential bid. Joho, who has announced his State House bid, urged ODM leader Raila Odinga to back his presidential ambition amid concerns from a section of the coastal leadership who want a regional party under which they will choose a formidable candidate for the 2022 race. Kevin Mutai has that report.
Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho's intention to run for presidency in the 2022 general election is raising some political discourse. The ODM deputy party leader maintains that after years of supporting the former Premier Raila Odinga, 2022 is a chance for Odinga and the party leader to return the favor.
Kama ni kusema, tutasema. Kama ni kulumbana, tutalumbana. Kama ni noma, noma. Kama ni mbaya, mbaya. Tutahesabiwa katika debe la urais, my friend. Wajue hiyo.
His decision has, however, rattled the political arena in the region, with a section of leaders revealing that Joho could be running a solo race. Joho was in Lamu over the weekend campaigning for BBI, where his counterparts and host Governor Fahim Twaha were missing.
It saddens me that some people, even from here in our region, are telling me they are making a mockery because we've said we want to be president.
Najua wengine wanasema why Joe? I'm asking a question. Mwingine ni nani basi? Aje aseme mimi hapa pia? Jamani. Aseme mimi pia nimekuja hapa nataka kusimama. Na mimi nimekuja hapa. Basi sisi tufanye vetting kama watu wa pwani.
Sasa nyinyi toeni wenu. Mtuambie ya kwa kati ya hawa wawili kisha tupimani. Na kuna njia mbili katika demokrasia. One is through election, where we will all vie to angalia amongst us who will win. And the preferred way is through consensus.
The search for regional unity under one political outfit is also gaining momentum. Kilifi Governor Amason Kingi is lobbying for a new outfit from the coast region to form the next presidency.
We will not desert a house that we built to go and build a new one from scratch. We are in ODM and we are vying for the presidential election on an ODM ticket.
Ikiwa sote tutazungumza yale, umoja wa pwani utapatikana vipi? Kwa hivyo wakati tunaitana kama viongozi wa pwani. Hatuitani kwa misingi ya kivyama. Ndio maana katika kikao chetu utakuta Wiper, utakuta ODM, utakuta Jubilee. Ni jambo la kuhuzunisha, lakini ndilo linatufanya tukutane ili wakati tunaitisha mikutano baada ya 2022 hatutakuwa na madoadoa haya, tutakuwa na kitu kimoja.
The push and pull to find a coast regional kingpin is just getting started. Kevin Mutai, NTV in Mombasa.
From those seeking a unified voice to those changing tune, Makueni Governor Kivutha Kibwana now says he has no choice other than to support the Building Bridges initiative, saying he's only yielding to the will of the people. Though he still holds the document has gaps, Kibwana says the voice of the people is powerful than that of leaders. NTV's senior political affairs reporter is bringing that into perspective.
Kibwana's about turn is already causing ripples within his Linda Katiba circles. In a tweet this evening, former Geshogo MP Martha Karua said the resolve of the movement will not be watered down by the exit of Kivutha Kibwana, who now says the decision to support the constitutional amendment bill was not his, but that of the people of Makueni.
Watu wa Makueni katika the recent public participation walisema kwamba wanataka assembly ipitishe BBI. Kwa hivyo mimi ninakubali demokrasia.
In what is now being seen as political flip-flopping, Kibwana notes a survey had shown he stood no chance in trying to convince the residents otherwise, as they had already made up their minds on supporting the contents of the BBI bill.
Wakasema kwamba katika kaunti ya Makueni wameona miujiza ya 15% ile imefanya katika maendeleo, na kwa hivyo wakasema kwamba 35% ikipatikana itakuwa kwamba maendeleo yatakuwa kama mara mbili.
Kibwana had started off by supporting the BBI, even going to different counties during the BBI campaigns last year, before they were halted by the COVID-19 pandemic. After the launch of the BBI document, he abandoned the push, questioned its contents and moved to court seeking interpretation on some procedures.
Kama kiongozi, watu wako wakisema jambo fulani, either ukubali, ikiwa ukubali ujiondoe katika mamlaka kwa sababu tunasimamia watu wale wametuchagua.
However, some pundits associate the move by Kivutha as connected to a meeting he held recently with ODM leader Raila Odinga and the likelihood of space being created within the Odinga circles, now that a serious fallout has emerged between Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka and Odinga.
Ni kama wanaambiwa, wanashurutishwa na kiongozi fulani kwamba mkipenda, mpende, msipende, wapasishe BBI.
Hivyo sisi hatutakubali uongozi ambao tumepewa na wananchi kuwapa watu kando ambao hawajapewa hiyo nguvu na wananchi ya kuongoza kaunti zetu na kuonyesha njia ya mfano katika mikakati yetu.
Kibwana made the pronouncements when he and Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua met MCAs from Makueni and Machakos County Assemblies, urging them to pass the BBI bill.
Wameamua kwamba kesho wataenda kwa bunge na pamoja wataongea na sauti moja na wataamua kupitisha BBI hapa Machakos na Makueni ndio tuweze kusonga mbele tukiwa kitu kimoja.
Samburu and Bungoma County Assemblies passed the bill today, raising the number of counties that have given it the nod to 13. Raila has expressed confidence that tomorrow will be remembered as Super Tuesday, when at least 24 county assemblies will pass the bill, paving way for the next stage ahead of a referendum. The IEBC has just completed the signature verification of supporters of the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020, saying the valid ones are 3.1 million. Kennedy Muredi, NTV.
Meanwhile, Deputy President William Ruto's allies have called on President Uhuru Kenyatta to pay his political debt by supporting his deputy's presidential bid. This as the Deputy President urged his supporters not to waver because of the ongoing political turbulence. Our reporter Gabriel Kudaka has that report.
Deputy President William Ruto joined mourners in Cape Kenyo Village, Kapseret constituency, for the burial of the former Anglican Church of Kenya clergyman William Kurgat.
Wakati ya mashishi atufanye siasa. Hiyo nafikiri tulikubaliana.
Either that was sarcastic comment by Oscar Sudi or it was suggestive going by what ensued.
Sasa nasikia iko mpango kidogo ya kujaribu kusukuma nje ya serikali atuwalete super. Tunataka tuwaambie kama wako na shida na wewe waulize wa Kenya ambao walikupigia kura.
They also used the platform to remind the president of what they referred to as a political debt owed to his deputy.
Tuko na mwingine yule ambaye bila kuulizwa, bila kushurutishwa na mtu yeyote, na sisi tukiwa wafuasi wake na njesi yake ya kufanya kazi, anasimama anasema, mimi mjue ya kwamba mimi ni miaka 10, yule mwingine ni miaka 10.
Others vowed their allegiance.
Na hata mkimpiga vita, hata ulimwengu wote ukisimama against him, I am sure God will be with us.
Kwa hivyo ukirudi Meru Linturi, mwambie hii bonde iko locked.
The deputy president on his part called for tolerance from his supporters, assuring them that his eyes are still fixed on the big prize.
Unajua hii siasa niliwaeleza ya kwamba ni kama mtu ameajiriwa kazi ya upishi. Huko kwa jikoni iko moshi, iko jasho, iko moto, lakini lazima ukue tu huko ndio chakula ive. Ukitoroka moto ama moshi, chakula haitatoka kwa hii jikoni. So msikuwe na wasiwasi.
Katika safari yangu.
Gabriel Kudaka, NTV.
It's been enough of political stories now, and let's give it a break by sparing a thought for a Form 4 student who died and 5 others who were visually impaired after consuming hand sanitizer in Turkana. The students of Kaputir Mixed Secondary School in Turkana South allegedly consumed the sanitizer in an attempt to get drunk. Families of the students are calling for action against the school's administration for what they term as recklessness. Zainab Ismail has that report.
Sorrow and grief has gripped Kaputir village in Turkana South on Saturday
the 20th of February, as classes were ongoing, some students had other plans. They reportedly consumed hand sanitizer found in the school's laboratory in hopes of allegedly getting a high. That was a fatal mistake.
Appearance. Mbona sitembe, mbona sifanye? Kama mwalimu, mimi nimetest kidogo lakini sio kwenye. Akaniambia, "Oh, umekuwa already umekuwa affected." Nilitolewa nje shule. Notify me one day. Nilikuwa na others karibu 30 people. Mimi hata kujua mali direction nyumbani iko wapi sio kwa najua.
Before mimi nikunywa hiyo kitu, macho yangu ilikuwa sawa. Sasa saa hii hata sioni hata. Na nashangaa hata sijui nitaenda kufanya aje exam na hata sioni wapi. Hata sioni karatasi yenyewe. Maandishi hata siwezi ona vizuri.
Tulisikia kana kwamba baadhi ya wanafunzi ambao ni wa form 4 wameuawa na dawa. Dawa ilipatikana kana kwamba hatujui ni dawa aina gani, ni sanitizer ama ni sumu fulani. Juu mtoto amekufa.
5 of the boys aged between 16 and 17 are now visually impaired. Some of the students whose parents could not afford emergency medical attention are still receiving basic care at the school's medical clinic, while some parents demanding the resignation of the school's principal for negligence.
Changamoto yetu ama tukiwa wakazi wa Kaptiri, kenye tulisikia kulingana na maafa ya huyo kijana, tulionelea kabisa kuna utepetevu katika hiyo shule ya Kaptiri.
The body of the deceased student is at the Turkana Hospital mortuary awaiting burial. As part of the COVID-19 protocol for schools to reopen, they were required to equip themselves with hand sanitizers amongst other things. Unfortunately, the potentially life-saving measure has been destructive as it has been misused, like in the Kapotir Mixed Secondary School case, and elsewhere as a flammable liquid in arson attacks. Following this trend, the Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha ordered that no more alcohol-based sanitizers should be distributed to schools. Zainab Ismail, NTV.
With 17 minutes past the hour, Zainab Ismail's story brings us to our first break here on NTV tonight. I'll be back with more shortly.
The day the world stopped, we are not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Baby shark, Have you seen this beautiful place?
Mommy, what is welcome to Garden of Joy?
Buy a value-added plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road that has solar street lights, elevated water tank, and guaranteed security. Deposit 700,000 and get 16K and your Istanbuzi is sorted. Call us on 0790 300 300.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako. What is family? Family is a solid foundation to build on and a strong pillar to lean on. It is believing in each one of us for the betterment of all of us. Family is working together today to win together tomorrow. It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. It is knowing we are valued, respected, understood, and most of all, supported. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life. You have worked so New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Situated in the Kitengela suburbs, Kitengela Plains is an affordable, pristine residential community of 48 modern villas. Located off Namanga Road, a 30-minute drive from the CBD, the 4-bedroom all-en-suite villa offers a spacious living area, a modern kitchen, a private garden, a play area, and a borehole at only 9.8 million shillings. Call 0710 783 955 or 0798 569 274. Kitengela Plains. Welcome home.
Welcome back to NTV Tonight. 2 suspects believed to be part of a group that was planning to carry out a terror attack are tonight in police custody, where the bomb disposal unit and anti-terrorism police unit are. The 2 identified as Abdi Fattah Ibrahim and Yusuf Mohammed were arrested Sunday night in Merti Siolo in a vehicle that had an AK-47 rifle and more than 100 rounds of ammunition. As Layla Mohammed reports, police have launched a manhunt for occupants of a second vehicle that drove off in last night's encounter between police and the suspects.
Police station, the county of Isiolo. A Toyota Probox sits under a shade and within the parameters of loose crimson tape, but its occupants were working outside the parameters of the law, going by police reports, which indicate that the 2 elite and special units of the police were interrogating 2 men who were arrested while riding in this said vehicle for possible terror-related links.
Kulikuwa na gari mbili. So gari ya kwanza iliweza kukimbia na ikatoroka wakati officers wetu walikuwa na pasu. So tuliweza kunasa gari moja na ile nyingine hatungeweza kushika namba yake kwa sababu ilienda kwa mwendo ya kazi, na area hii kwa sababu ya msimu ya jua kuna vumbi mingi.
The area security boss says the duo engaged police in a gun battle but surrendered when they were overwhelmed. After the apprehension, police say they found an AK-47 rifle, 128 rounds of ammunition, 5 magazines, 9 magazine pouches, a military jungle belt, 2 mobile phones and a number of pen knives.
Vitambulisho tuliziokota hapo, lakini hazikuwa sawa. Ilikuwa ni za watu wengine. Sasa tuweze tukuambia ni nini chanzo ya hiyo silaha kusafirishwa, kwa sababu uchunguzi bado inaendelea.
The initial interrogation with the suspects before they were taken to Nairobi yielded little information on how many they were, what and where they planned action would go down. This is according to the police.
Kuna moja ambaye hatungeweza kuwasiliana kwa sababu ni kama alikataa kuongea. So hatuwezi jua kama ni kwa sababu aelewe lugha ya Wakenya ama labda tu aliamua tu asiongee.
The investigating officers say one of the suspects gave them a hint of who he is.
Kuna kijana moja ambaye kwa kweli Alituambia kwamba yeye alikuwa mwanafunzi ambaye alimaliza kidato cha 4.
The arrested suspects are undergoing interrogation by officers from the Bomb Disposal Unit and the Anti-Terrorism Police Unit. Leila Mohammed, NTV.
If you're not figuring out your future as an individual or an organization on the digital space, you may just be setting yourself up for trouble. The COVID-19 pandemic hit us all with some valuable lessons and left us to figure out how to pass the exams that life throws at us. One of the main things that many experts are calling for is a change in culture and not just reliance on online tools and platforms. Nayoma Sampao reports on the lead up to the Nation Africa Digital Summit, set for Thursday and Friday, which promises a lot of insights on how to stay afloat in these digital times.
This was before the COVID-19 pandemic hit Kenya. And when it did, the echoes of silence were audible. The space that was occupied by the bustle of business was filled with muted sounds of uncertainty and anxiety. Life, as was known, changed, and even technology, the great disruptor, was disrupted.
The world is flat, and the only distinction was the culture and the people.
While the difference was clear, a different way of operating was inevitable. Organizations striving to adapt so as not to die. Ideas were birthed, implemented, and some organizations testify of the fruits of their changes, saying they'll either be a lifetime practice or a step in that direction.
We've created our own platform for direct distribution of our brands, Party Central, to the consumer, and really the team that did that, did it over a couple of days.
Test things like blockchain on insurance, and so we believe that once we partner with NMG and other partners. And the idea is not just for ourselves. Once we create an ecosystem where people come in and share ideas, we really believe that the market will prosper.
While the reliance on digital technology has increased significantly, there is a call to change more than just that.
And digital first transcends tools, it transcends platforms, it's also about culture, it's about people, and making sure that everybody sort of goes forward into this digital first world has been an important aspect of the work.
Digital technology to the benefit of the rural farmer, to the sick people in the villages, because it's meaningless. The digitization is meaningless if these people in the villages are unable to benefit out of it. So
everyone has seen the need to delve deeper into the digital space, but may not all have the relevant information on how to do so in tangible and sustainable ways. The Nation Media Group has made specific strides in being a digital-first business, has put together a forum, the Nation Africa Digital Summit, where there will be insightful discussions on digital competitiveness in a flat world. Various partners have gotten on board on a forum that is a first, with a lot to be learned.
We developed our digital transformation journey and built the Nation branded house virtually with guys from all over the world, and we delivered a quality product. And actually at that time we believed that the transformation, digital migration has already happened and is already here, and there was no time.
I will be looking at digital work specifically. I have a lot of insight on workforce trends and the gig economy in Kenya, South Africa, and Nigeria, where my office is based out of.
The event will take place in Mombasa on Thursday 25th and Friday 26th February. Nayoma Sampao, NTV.
And the Nation Media Group is glad to be facilitating this conversation as we all adjust. A male recruit died today during the Kenya Police recruitment exercise in Webuye, Bungoma County. The 26-year-old died shortly after completing a 6-kilometer run. NTV's Mamo Ali reports on the incident and the recruitment exercise that seeks to enlist an additional 4,700 police officers in the country.
Dennis Wamukota was among 300 candidates who had turned up for the one-day police recruitment exercise at Bokoli Primary School. The 26-year-old was pursuing an engineer and had traveled home to try out his luck. Dennis had just completed the mandatory 6-kilometer run when he started experiencing breathing problems. He was immediately rushed to Bokoli Sub-County Medical Center.
Jana alipokimbia akawa kwamba ni kama amelemewa,
akaja akafika mpaka mali mwisho ya mazoezi aka collapse, lakini on that time daktari akamchukua akaweka kwa ambulance wakamleta mpaka hapa hospitalini tukapigiwa report kwamba ameaga.
The family is now asking for the government to help with the burial arrangements of the deceased.
Kwa hivyo kama serikali kitu inaweza tusaidia, watusimamie kwa hii matanga, kwa sababu kama kuna fidia wanaweza watusaidie kwa sababu already alikuwa amechakuliwa.
By the time of airing this story, National Police Service had not made any comments about the incidents. This year's recruitment saw a huge turnout of recruits across the country. In Narok, 20 youths were recruited to join the police service, while in Machakos County, 14 recruits secured their slots as police constables. Majority of recruits are failing the medical test.
Mtu ambaye ana afya katika mambo ya exercise, heri tu useme kwamba uwezi kufanya such exercise ndio alafu uchunge maisha yako.
In a statement released on Monday evening, Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyambai said the names of shortlisted candidates will appear in the recruitment portal on a date to be announced through the media. Mamo Ali, NTV.
32 minutes past the hour. Business news is up next. Amongst the stories you can expect, the Senate is calling out the Treasury for not being transparent on Kenya's debt. That and more after the break.
We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after yet. I'm always checking my phone and you're happy being alone, man. I got you on my mind. You're always on my mind.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Disinfect and protect your home with Jik. Jik kills 99.9% of illness-causing germs. Disinfect floors, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, and wash white clothes, towels, and dishcloths with Jik bleach. Just Jik it.
Heaviness and a burning inside, it could be heartburn.
Kiungulia na kuvimbiwa? Ino inatibu ndani ya sekunde 6 na inatuliza dalili 6 za kiungulia. Kwa hivyo unaweza kuburudika bila kikomo. Ino, tibu haraka kiungulia na tumbo kuvimba.
The magic beckons. From aquatic thrills to wild adventures, experience our latest additions to the magical Kenya Signature Experiences collection, filled with the most unique and authentic Kenyan travel experiences to cure your wanderlust. No matter where you choose to travel in this paradise we get to call home, you will be spoiled for choice and make memories that you'll cherish for a lifetime. Rediscover the magic.
Nestle Nunkid 4 helps build a strong foundation for your growing child. Nestle Nunkid 4, our best for you.
Sasa, mimi ni Zuri from Safaricom na niko hapa kukuchanua. Jichanue na data statement kujua vile kila MB ya bundle yako imetumika. Dial *544# and select 8 for data statement. The first time you access your data statement, una get 200 MBs completely free.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with SENSODYNE Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Good evening and welcome to NTV Business. I'm Dan Mwangi. Now, the Senate says the National Treasury is, quote, taking the legislative arm of government for granted, end of quote. That is as far as approval of borrowing for public expenditure is concerned. The Senate Standing Committee on Budget and Finance says that the Treasury is in violation of the Public Finance Management Act and has disregarded efforts by the Senate to have full disclosure on Kenya's public debt register. The Senate committee met with officials from the National Treasury on Monday morning to deliberate on 2021 budget policy statement and the debt management strategy.
To investigate what government is borrowing for. You know, government wants now to increase the ceiling on borrowing. Now, a debt register, we mentioned, the purpose of the borrowing should come to Parliament. You know, the Treasury is always taking the legislature for granted. It means we just give them a blank check. They can borrow money to buy vehicles if they want. Do infrastructure development. Some of it is not complete. 3, we were very concerned when we were dealing with debt last time about some of the debts where the rates are at 36%, etc., etc.
Now, opportunities for trade and tourism in the town of Lodwar are opening up owing to the Eastern Africa Trade, Transport and Facilitation Project, which is rapidly transforming the town. The project, which entails a new 338-kilometer highway from Lokichar to Nakodok, the Kenya-South Sudan border, also has plenty of other socio-economic support facilities. Now, here's Alex Mwangi with more on the changes taking place in and around Lodwar town.
Engineer Julius Makodero assesses the completed work on the Kawalase Bridge, located just 1 kilometer from Lodwar town on your way to Lokichogio. As the man in charge of the 38 billion shilling Eastern Africa Trade, Transport and Facilitation Project, which includes the construction of this new bridge, he is well aware of the difference it has made. Not long ago, the river claimed lives and was the source of headache for many travelers.
Hii mto ya Kawalase imemaliza watu wengi. Hii mto imemaliza magari mengi zaidi. Sasa hivi tukiongea, ninashukuru Mungu, nikiongea hivi ninaona daraja imemalizika.
Kama hiyo daraja ya inaitwa Kalawase, sasa hii iko sawa. So unapata kwamba kupita kutakuwa ni sawa. Hakutakuwa na ile breakdown. So mboke inakuja unapata ikiwa fresh. So biashara hapo inainuka.
Most of the expansion has been happening southwards towards Lokichar, and this is because we have a perennial river here that at flood stage people are not able to cross and access the northern part of the town.
So 1, we've saved lives. 2, we're also looking at the cost of products or market rates here really coming down, because initially the cost of goods was very high because the cost of transport was really a nightmare. The road was a nightmare. So now that most of the commodities here in the market within Lodwar are affordable.
Henceforth, the probability that the raging waters will overwhelm the newly constructed bridge is minimal.
The length of the bridge is 120 meters. There are 4 spans of 30 meters. And the height or the elevation above the riverbed is about 6.5 meters. It is expected that the flood levels will not be able to reach that. The designers envisioned that at maximum flood level we have about 1.5 meters freeboard, and we expect that that is a flood that will occur once in 100 years.
Courtesy of the World Bank and Government of Kenya funded project, the town of Lodwar is coming alive day by day, with additional infrastructural projects in the pipeline, such as this footbridge.
The footbridge was necessitated by a pedestrian study that was carried out. We have most of the businesses on the right towards Kitale, and we have public institutions, the prison and the hospital and the airport on the left.
The county of Turkana, and in particular the town of Lodwar, stand to benefit immensely from this 38 billion shilling project. For instance, this old bridge facilitates the access of vehicles into the central business district of Lodwar, but right now only allows them to access in a single file. But thanks to the project that is now going on, that is being undertaken by Kenha, this is the new look bridge that will be serving the residents of Lodwar.
What is still remaining in town to be done is the urban cross-section within town, which is being done by the contractor for Lot 0. The urban cross-section basically will have the highway, which is a through road, and then service roads on either side.
Majority of the works on the project to enhance the road connection between Lokichar and Nakodok through the towns of Lodwar, Kakuma and Lukichogio are complete, opening up a conducive opportunity for increased economic activity.
Then we're also looking at enhanced trade, which is now something that is an opportunity for residents here and within the region to tap on these opportunities. Doing business with Uganda, doing business with South Sudan, and probably if Kenya considers again to connect us from Uganda, that is Moroto, across into Ethiopia, then that is also a potential route for really great business.
Alex Mwangi, NTV.
Now, days after the UK Supreme Court delivered a landmark ruling recognizing digital taxi drivers as workers entitled to minimum wage and other benefits, a section of Kenya digital taxi drivers warned the government to adopt a similar approach. Victor Kiprop reports on the intrigue surrounding the vexed relationship between taxi drivers and digital taxi apps and their quest to assert their employment status.
When they first arrived in 2015, digital taxi apps seemed like the solution to a big problem, that of connecting the taxi driver with the client. But as the service became more popular in the country, it gradually became a source of employment, employing an estimated more than 50,000 drivers in the country currently. But the fundamental question should be, should they be treated as independent contractors or employees of these taxi companies?
Don't call me an independent contractor, but then you don't consult me on the pricing. So if you are not consulting me, then I'm not a contractor. I'm your employee because you are the one who dictated how much should I be paid for that trip. You dictated how much commission should you take from my gross fare.
Digital taxi companies like Uber have always maintained that they are just booking agents and that the drivers were self-employed independent contractors. But last week's landmark ruling by the UK Supreme Court, which was preceded by similar rulings in several US states, said the drivers should be considered employees who should receive a minimum wage and other benefits, a recognition the Kenyan taxi drivers now want.
I do not have a space where I can click and say no to this service agreement on the basis of 1, 2, 3. It's just something where you are asked, you must check, accept for the app to work.
We are calling upon the CS for Labour, Honorable Chelugui, to move with speed and ensure that all Kenyan drivers working under the digital taxi platform start enjoying the labor rights.
Contacted, Labour Cabinet Secretary Simon Chelugui told NTV, and I quote, "The UK ruling is only binding to UK jurisdiction and not Kenya. It's only persuasive to our context. Kenyan labour law has not changed, and to include this in our laws would be subject of due process." Victor Kiprop, NTV Business.
All hail the app or not? You decide. Now here's what you can expect in tomorrow's Business Daily. And Airtel fights jail push in a pay bill row with SportPesa. Then Milestone Games wants the telco cited for contempt for blocking pay bills inherited from the betting company. Also, banks cut deposit rates to an 8-year low following a slowdown in demand for loans. And to read these and more, ensure you get a copy of your Business Daily tomorrow. It's a wrap, and I'm done. Not Daniel, Dan. Good night.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
This looks different.
It is. See for yourself.
Okay, so it's a photo.
Look closer. Photos within photos.
What about video?
8K video. Beyond cinema quality.
So...
You can pull portrait quality photos straight from video.
But will it last the whole trip?
Battery for the whole trip and the way back.
This is different.
Told you.
The Ministry of Health would like to remind all Kenyans that coronavirus is still among us and that we must continue to adhere to all preventative measures to contain the spread of this deadly disease, including proper wearing of face masks.
Avoid wearing your mask under your nose, under your chin, because this doesn't protect you. The droplets can still land in the environment and things can still land on your nose and mouth.
Komesha Corona. Okoa maisha.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Kijani Ridge is Tatu City's premier neighborhood, offering a 1.5 acre fully serviced plot in a controlled development. The plots overlook a beautiful dam with natural green spaces. Kijani Ridge is a walking distance from Nova Pioneer and Crawford International Schools. Families are already moved in and more homes are under construction. Contact us for daily site visits and join us for our mega open weekend on 6th and 7th March.
Mhasibu Sacco Society Limited is a reputable Tier 1 Sacco for all professionals. We pride ourselves in business stability and growth, having been in existence for the last 35 years with an asset base of over 6 billion shillings and over 18,000 members spread across the world. All professionals should join us to benefit from competitive products, high qualifying credit, attractive returns, and services automation. Join us and attain your financial independence. Mhasibu Sacco, the Sacco for professionals.
Nestle Nunkid 4 helps build a strong foundation for your growing child. Nestle Nunkid 4, our best for you.
Briefly, before we get into the sports, let's put our eyes on the curve, and that is the COVID curve. Let's have a quick look at the situation in the country. And 4 patients have succumbed to COVID-19, raising the death toll in Kenya to 1,827. From the latest round of testing, 105 people tested positive for COVID-19. Out of a sample size of 3,573, the COVID-19 caseload in Kenya now is above 104,000. On a good note, 49 patients recovered from COVID-19, with the total recoveries now being 85,626. Quick recovery we wish to the 333 patients currently admitted in various health facilities and the 1,281 patients who are on home-based isolation and care. And now it's time for sports. Watson Karuma is on standby.
Family is working together today It is creating opportunities for a lifetime of happiness. The future is bright because you can always bank on family. Family Bank, with you for life.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Mix of the Week in association with Airtel.
I don't charge my energy. Bossy, bossy.
Fast just got faster. Get fully locked on Airtel 4G. Enjoy our wider coverage. Airtel, the smartphone network.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
Fancy's just for me. It really feels very comfy.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa. Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hey, guy, what
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
One of the best ways to save money is by visualizing what you're saving for. If you need motivation, set saving targets along with a timeline to make it easier to save.
All professionals should join us to benefit from competitive products, high qualifying credit, attractive returns, and services automation. Join us and attain your financial independence. Mhasibu Sacco, the Sacco for professionals. Did you know there are about 126 different species of snakes in Kenya? 33 of these species are venomous and about 12 species have been known to cause fatalities. These include the puff adders, black mambas, the red spitting cobras, among others. Snake bites should be treated as medical emergencies. Message brought to you by Kenya Snakebite Research and Intervention Center in collaboration with Neglected Tropical Disease Program, Ministry of Health.
New Tuzo Yogurt Cup. Size yako, bei yako.
Baby shark, Have you seen this beautiful place?
Mommy, what is welcome to Garden of Joy.
Buy a value-added plot of land at the Garden of Joy off Kangundo Road that has solar street lights, elevated water tank, and guaranteed security. Deposit 700,000 and get 16K and your Istanbuzi is sorted. Call us on 0790 300 300.
Welcome to NTV Sport. I'm Watson Karuma. Now, Gor Mahia risks a Confederation of African Football ban after their players reportedly assaulted a match official during a Confederation Cup tie against Napsa Stars in Zambia over the weekend. The players were protesting a late penalty which saw the match end 3-2 on aggregate, effectively ending Kogalo's continental journey this season. Even as CAF reviews the match report, Gor Mahia is back in action on Tuesday in the Football Kenya Federation Premier League. The champions are scheduled to take on Posta Rangers at the Kasarani Stadium. Kogalo is currently 9th place with 16 points and will be looking for their 6th win of the season. In the other matches of the day, Tusker FC will do battle against Nzoia Sugar, while Bandari take on Vihiga United. Harambee Stars coach Jacob Goshmule is confident Al Duhail forward Michael Olunga, who recently won the Outstanding Player of the Year 2020. Well, he hopes that he will be in action for Kenya's next assignments. 26-year-old Qatar-based player missed 2 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Comoros home and away. COVID-19 restrictions forced the striker, who was then playing in Japan, to miss the ties in which Kenya drew 1-1 in Nairobi before losing 2-1 to Comoros away. In the next fixture, Kenya will take on Egypt, and after that they'll be taking on the Togo, and those ties will be played on the 25th, that is Egypt, and 4 days later they'll be taking on Togo. Kenya lies 3rd in the group with just 3 points, 5 behind Egypt and Comoros, who are separated by goal difference. Now, President of the World Football Governing Body, FIFA, that is Gianni Infantino, has vowed to support the Sudan Football Association and help rehabilitate football infrastructures in the country. Infantino said that FIFA will work with the Sudan Football Association to rehabilitate Khartoum International Stadium. He commended Sudan's historical role in the establishment of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, and its hosting of the first tournament of the African Cup of Nations. Infantino arrived in Khartoum today after his visit of the Democratic Republic of Congo. FIFA and the African Union agreed to launch a schools football competition following a meeting in Kinshasa between Infantino and the DRC President Felix Tshisekedi, who is also the current chairperson of the African Union. English Premier League action is on tonight once again when Brighton entertain Crystal Palace. Brighton are unbeaten in 6 league games and will go above Crystal Palace in the table if they win it. After Sunday's results, Manchester City retained the top spot after a 1-0 win at Arsenal. Raheem Sterling's early header was the difference in that match. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says he is not giving up hope that Manchester United can challenge Manchester City for the title. Despite the scintillating form of the league leaders, City have soared 10 points clear of their local rivals thanks to an 18-game winning streak in all competitions. United's own inconsistent form has helped open up the gap, but the Red Devils beat Newcastle 3-1 on Sunday to win for the second time in 6 league games. Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford were again on target.
And United lead again. Dan James makes it 2-1.
Great finish. Made absolutely no mistake with that.
Back to winning ways. Back to second place for Manchester United. All smiles in the end. United 3, Newcastle 1.
That does it for NTV Sport. Thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely night.
And that does it for NTV tonight. Thank you for watching and have yourself a good night. Please keep safe. David Agundo, salute as always. Thank you for the sign language interpretation.
This is NTV.
Presenting the new Harpic Bathroom Cleaner. Compared to ordinary detergents, its thick formulation gives you superior cleaning and kills 99.9% of germs and viruses all around the bathroom. Blue
For the toilet.
and red
For the bathroom.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust to provide effective relief and is gentle on the stomach. Try Panadol Advance for relief from headaches, body aches, and fever. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet gently breaks down in the stomach, quickly absorbs, and starts providing pain relief in 15 minutes. For fast and effective pain relief that you can trust, try Panadol Advance. This has been Medifax for Panadol.